Super Shoppers, the show that gives you the lowdown on the big brands and retailers we all love. I'm Anna.
And I'm Andy. This time, could your gender be costing you? Earbuds earphones, $34.99. Earbuds earphones for women, $39.99.
Why having healthy portion sizes is more difficult than you think.
So that's 5 times the portion size.
That's like 5 days cereal in one then.
Is time money?
On your marks, get set, powder!
When it comes to doing our laundry.
And what exactly are we feeding our nearest and dearest?
29% of that is mysterious. It's the era of the metrosexual man, and where there's a trend, big brands are never far behind.
Male grooming is one of the fastest growing sectors in the global beauty industry, with 57% of men now admitting to using 6 or more products a day. That's more than me.
And why not? We are now living in an era where gender boundaries are being rapidly broken down. Earlier this year, politicians even started talking about removing gender from our passports, something Australia has already done.
But things aren't so gender blind when it comes to beauty products, which are for women, and grooming products, which are for guys. They don't just look different, but in the case of Nivea Face Scrub, you'll pay double for the men's version. Are there special manly things in it to justify that huge price difference?
So Sue, you're a consultant dermatologist. I have got 2 face products here, same brand. This one is specifically marketed at men. This one is aimed at women. Is there any difference between the ingredients, please?
So, reading through the ingredient listing, there are a number of the ingredients which are similar to both.
Okay.
What we can't tell is the precise concentration of each in each packet, but there are a number of the ingredients which are the same in each.
Is there anything to stop chaps from using this more feminine product, do you think?
I can't see any reason why a chap couldn't use that.
So these kinds of products seem identical, except for maybe a dash of perfume, but their packaging is worlds apart.
Ladies' right guard, all pink flowing scarf thingy. For men, black with mechanical compass stuff.
Coconut butter is soft and relieving for women. For men, it's gunmetal grey and it fights.
Radox, feel glam if you're a girl, feel awake if you're a boy.
So why then do these equivalent products doing the same job get such different packaging? Marketing expert Gorkan Akhmatoglu knows why.
It's a marketer's technique that simply personalizes a particular product. So if you say, hey, I'm a product here, pay attention, it's much less effective than if you say, are you a man? Hey, would you pay attention to this product because it's for men? See, especially with products that are slightly more, say, tricky for men to be attracted to, like cosmetics,
yes,
it becomes much more effective. So you're suddenly tapping into a whole new market as well.
Segmenting the market, as it's called, means you can flog what are very similar products to 2 separate markets, once in blue and once in pink. But in our modern gender-blurred world, why do we still fall for this ploy?
Psychologically, men and women have actually quite few differences. They do have some difference, but they're not that big. But when we start marketing and constantly reinforcing them, they grow along the way.
How interesting that is, that actually it's forcing yet more of a gender gap between us because of marketeers.
And this divide and conquer strategy is great for companies. It not only creates 2 separate markets for identical products, it means prices reflect not what the thing costs, but how much Adam and Eve are prepared to pay. Recent reports suggest it's mainly Eve losing out, with women paying 37% more for equivalent products. Earbuds earphones, $34.99. Earbuds earphones for women, $39.99. Why? Because ladies' ears are delicate ears.
Yeah, right.
Boots period pain relief versus Boots rapid pain relief. Guess what? exactly the same ingredients, but if you want to get rid of your period pain, it's going to cost you 30 pence more.
But although women pay more on average for most products, like these Tesco razors and these big pens, companies will make whoever they think will pay more.
I genuinely have one of these, and I paid £3.79 less than the generic black one, because I'm never going to use it.
I will. So, ladies and gentlemen, guys and gals, get wise and be gender fluid if you want to beat the brands and save some cash. Sometimes, when you're trying to eat healthily, things aren't quite what they seem.
Now, you're all smart people. You don't need us to tell you that moderation is key when it comes to foods you can't resist, despite your best intentions. Oh, look at that. That is good. It is good. Come on.
Most food has nutritional information on it, but how useful is it in helping us resist temptation? I always think of chocolate as an occasional treat, but well, 73 calories per portion, maybe I can have it more often. But what do they mean by a portion? What? Wait, that's a portion? I don't think so.
By law, labels are supposed to tell us how much of the stuff we know isn't good for us is in our food. As standard, that info is based on 100 grams or millilitres. But because hardly any food comes in that exact amount, food producers are allowed to make up their own recommended portion size.
Ursula Philpott is a registered dietitian and pro in portion sizes. She has a bit of a sore throat today. Maybe this 300ml bottle of Tropicana orange juice will make her feel better. Now, I would definitely have that in one go, but according to them, a portion size is
Half of that.
Oh!
But surely we get more of a mouthful with these little Tesco snack pots of fruit and nuts?
Now, this, to me, is definitely just a one-portion snack pack. This should be simple.
Yeah, you would think, but actually, it's 2.5 portions.
I'll definitely scoff the lot.
And what about Goodfellas margarita pizzas?
To me, that's for one person.
Yes, that's how much I would eat.
Me too.
Again, recommended pack size, a quarter.
One of the most surprising portion sizes we found is Kellogg's Crunchy Nut Cornflakes. Let's see what size the citizens of Leeds think a portion of one of our most popular breakfast cereals should be.
Kellogg's recommend a portion size of 30 grams for their Crunchy Nut Cornflakes, but I'm betting the great British public eat more than that for breakfast. Could you pour out for me how much of the cereal you would have if you were having it for breakfast?
Okay. Might have a second bowl depending on what kind of a day it is.
Really?
So just how big were those shoppers' servings? Bear in mind that 30 grams of Crunchy Nut contains 11 grams of sugar, more than a third of your recommended daily intake.
How much do you think you've got in there?
Oh, I'll have more than 30 grams.
You know straight away, don't you? Do you want to have a guess?
50?
70.
Oh, my word.
So that's over twice as much as they recommend. 129. 4 times. 4 times. So that's 5 times the portion size.
So that's like 5 days cereal in one then.
So some of our testers could consume as much as twice their daily allowance of sugar before they're even out of their PJs. But what does 30 grams actually look like?
Alex, does that give you heart palpitations? See,
Yeah,
such a
bit.
small bowl.
But that's not enough to fill you up.
I'd need more than that.
I'm not really going to touch the sides, is it?
It says that the Queen eats it.
Do you think she eats the 30-gram bowl, or do you think
she'll have the
she'll rock
120.
out with a massive? She probably has her own regal bowl that's probably that massive. She's like, I'm the Queen.
So what's the benefit of Kellogg's suggesting such a small portion size?
Why do they have this tiny, tiny portion?
I guess maybe to make the products look more healthy than they are, you know, lower sugar, fat, etc. content, or to make them look better value for money.
So they could use any old language,
They
really.
could.
Portion could be dollop, smidgen,
It could be, yeah,
a wee bit.
exactly. It's no logic at the moment.
And it's with my favourite, chocolate, that random portion sizing is really off the scale.
On Cadbury's smallest 45-gram bar of dairy milk, the packet says the whole bar is one portion. It contains 25 grams of sugar, which is 28% of your daily sugar intake. But on the 110-gram bar, a portion is only 3 blocks, or 13.8 grams. This has 7.7 grams of sugar, which is only 9% of your daily sugar intake. You might be forgiven for thinking the larger bar was made from magic healthy chocolate.
This is madness.
Yeah, not helpful.
No, this is crazy.
Obviously, 3 chunks, that's going to be the healthiest in terms of calorie hit. You know, if you just were looking at chocolate thinking, is chocolate good for me? Look at the back, oh, actually, it's not bad.
Right.
But you don't look at the portion.
So how can a portion of the exact same chocolate from one bar be 3 times the size and have 3 times the sugar compared to a portion from another bar? Because there is no law defining the size of a portion.
And as that's the case, I've come up with my own healthy-sized portions of my favourite treat. Let's see what the chocolate lovers of Leeds think.
Roll up, get your free healthy chocolate. Just 5 calories. So, madam, do you like chocolate?
Oh, yes.
Do you like healthy chocolate?
Oh, even better.
Here you go. Here's your 5 calories.
I'll put it a bit more.
I couldn't just do that, though.
Oh, why?
I'd
Well, how
have to
much
have
would...
the whole bar.
Is that all? That tiny bit? That's nothing. So is that all? What is it about?
That's it. That's the healthy chocolate. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm trying with these customers. I really am, but I feel like they don't care about their health.
Kellogg's responded by saying, all of our products are clearly labelled so our shoppers know what's in each box. Our 30-gram portion size for cereal is a responsible portion size based on average consumption.
Cadbury's told us, we print clear calorie and portion information on the front of our packs to help consumers make informed choices about what they eat. Our chocolate bars also have resealable packaging, allowing consumers to eat some chunks and save the rest for later.
Manufacturers constantly try to tempt us with innovations that make even the most monotonous, mundane daily chores feel fresh and new.
And thanks to a series of restylings of washing detergent, cleaning your smalls has never been so sophisticated.
First, we had powder. Had it for years, went in the drawer. Then, miraculously, we got liquid. That went in the drawer as well. Then, weirdly, we got powder forced into sort of weird cube tablet shapes. Who knew where they went? But then, intriguingly, we got a little plastic cup that you could pour your liquid into, and that went straight into the wash. And then finally, we've got these magic, velvety, soft plastic balls that just go straight into the wash. And as a woman who washes, that is spectacular.
But trading in our first laundry love for a sleeker, shapelier model comes at a price. And all of the top-selling brands, Surf, Persil and Ariel, are tireless in their efforts to tempt us with a new but pricier way to wash.
Across the brand's ranges of powder, cubes, liquid and capsules, powder is the cheapest, averaging out at 21 pence per wash. Capsules are the most expensive at an average of 28 pence per wash. A typical household does 260 washes a year, meaning if you're a capsule convert rather than a powder punter, it's going to cost you an extra £18 a year.
But other than a slightly perverse sensual pleasure, what are we getting for the extra cost? After years of painstaking research, consumer satisfaction surveys and reliability tests, Nikki Stopford knows.
Nikki, tell me, what's the difference in cleaning power between capsules and powder?
The big differences that we found are that powders are typically better at removing stains, whereas liquids tend to be better at stopping colourful fabrics from fading.
So hang on, powder cleans better and it's cheaper. Why then are we getting rinsed by these more expensive upgrades? Do they save us time?
We know that people typically buy a capsule because they perceive it as being more convenient. So what that means really is they see it as being a better time saver rather compared to using powder.
So have you guys ever worked out how much time somebody saves by using a capsule against powder?
That is something we haven't tested yet.
So in the interests of science and washing wisdom, we decided to find out in a strictly controlled test.
Okay, Andy, you ready?
Yep.
You've been in training for this all your life. Okay, on your marks, get set, powder.
Okay.
Oh! 5 seconds 44.
Yes.
Excellent, strong
Pretty
work.
good.
Very strong work.
Yep, feeling good about this one.
On your marks, get set, liquid tab. Oh! 2 seconds 28.
Boom!
You've saved at least sort of 3 seconds-ish of your precious life.
That is good. I'll take that.
So let's see that again. The capsules are saving an extraordinary 3 seconds. Just think how much time that could save you over the typical 260 washes a year. Imagine how much time you could save over 1,000 washes. I've just got to go and work that out now.
Seconds, 1,000 washes, like 60 seconds in a minute, minutes over. That's incredible. So you ready for this, Andy?
Yeah.
The results are in.
Give it to me.
Whole team have been involved. It's taken quite some time.
Yeah.
On average, you have saved 3 seconds per wash.
Yeah.
That's 3 seconds per wash.
Pretty pleased with that.
Yep. Over 1,000 washes,
Yeah.
I know you wash a lot, you would save yourself 50 minutes.
50 minutes?
50 whole minutes.
Right, okay, well...
Imagine what you could do with 50 minutes.
It's enough time to watch 2 episodes of Super Shoppers.
Correct.
And time for tea.
True.
I like tea.
But then that's 50 minutes over approximately 4 years.
Right, okay.
So really...
Not much.
You're saving nothing.
Oh, look at you. Oh,
Family is everything, and we want nothing but the best for our nearest and dearest, including the 4-legged members of the family.
There are 9 million dogs in the UK. They love their grub just as much as humans do, and we spend £1.3 billion a year on feeding them. But just what are we putting in the mouths of our loved ones? Nestlé-owned Baker's Complete is the largest dog food brand with £91.8 million in sales in 2014. Mars, which makes Pedigree, is next with sales of £75.7 million.
There's a lot of cash in this meaty canine cuisine. But which meat are we talking here?
Tonight's special, tasty beef. Now, you'd think a meal like this would be full of loads of beef, right? But here's the weird thing. Even though it says it's got beef in it, it can have as little as 4% beef. If that was a burger being ordered for me, I'd be barking mad. Right, barking mad? Get it? Because you're a... It's all right, don't matter. Just order.
In fact, have a look at the labels on most of the nation's best-selling dog foods, and you'll find alongside the main ingredient a surprisingly higher amount of unspecified meat or animal derivatives.
Animal nutritionist Teresa Holland can explain exactly what it means.
This would be more the guts and the entrails and that sort of thing, the lungs, the liver, the heart. So that's what we mean by meat derivatives, and it's those products that go into tins of dog food.
But regardless of the flavour that's listed, the animal derivative content can be anything. Chicken, beef, venison, pig or lamb offal. Basically whatever leftovers are cheap and available that week. This is called open formula.
So, say, for example, this says, chicken meal. If it's an open formula, they can't get any chicken. They could put beef in and they can still call it chicken?
So if it just says meat and meat derivatives, they would be able to, in their open formulation, they'd be able to replace that chicken with beef or lamb.
Does it say anywhere
On the can?
No.
If it's open formula or not?
No, but there are helplines on all cans, or there certainly should be.
Because everyone rings
yes.
them.
So although you won't see the term open formula anywhere, any product that lists meat or animal derivatives is exactly that. And the random ingredients in the derivatives are allowed to stay totally anonymous.
If you take this one, for instance, it does say meat and animal derivatives, which is 47%.
Right.
Beef is 9%, and liver is 9%.
29% of that is mysterious.
It's a meat or meat derivative, yes.
This often unidentified changing mix of leftovers going into dog food can create problems when Fido feels a bit rough.
From a veterinary perspective, that can be quite challenging. If you have an allergy come in and you're trying to do an elimination diet, you need to work out what they're on to start with. The cheaper brands, you don't know what those meat and meat derivatives are necessarily made up of.
And even if the vet does identify the type of meat that's causing the allergy, because derivatives can change from one tin to the next of exactly the same product, it's impossible to eliminate it.
If this was human food, none of this would be legit. But government regulations regarding pet food state. For pets, the main part of the risk assessment when setting the maximum permitted levels for undesirable substances will generally be the extent to which the animal can tolerate them.
It's not the most reassuring sentence in the world, is it? Given dogs will eat just about anything. Maybe it's just as well they don't choose their own food. Well, it seems like Ted here is happy with his mystery meat meal. I think I'll just have a salad.
You can get in touch with us at C4 Super Shoppers. Next time,
we show you how you could save hundreds of pounds on your car insurance quote. Are these expensive beauty sprays just money down the drain?
You're telling me that these are just 2 little bottles full of water?
That's correct.
And cracking the code, who really makes supermarket yoghurt?
Talk, damn you. Give me the code!